Welcome everyone to part one in our chill money grind sessions. Here I am at my master control terminal, and I have to say, if you do not have this, this is a must-have for running all of your businesses in GTA. So go ahead and log in here, and you can see from the screen we're actually able to see all of our businesses. So the nightclub, the gun running stuff, all the MC businesses, our vehicle cargo, special cargo. And what's cool about it is not only can you see what's going on in the business as far as like what supplies you have, how much product you have, you can also buy product and even start the sell missions from here. So it's really awesome. So for today's money grind session, we pretty much have max stock almost for all three of our big MC businesses and the gun running business. And let's see, our nightclub, we've got about 412,000 sitting in there, so that's not bad. So I think what I'm going to go ahead and do is start doing I'll start with a gun running mission, make a little bit of cash. So we'll need to make our way up to my bunker, which is all the way up in Sandy Shores. See if I can find us a good vehicle though. I'm honestly probably going to just fly up there with a helicopter because it's going to make it a heck of a lot faster. Call us in one of our CEO vehicles. Let's see, let's use a Super Velito today. This helicopter is actually pretty cool. Alright, you guys, so just arriving at the bunker. So I'm going to go in here, go ahead and start the sell mission, and hopefully we can get a pretty good sell mission. Probably the best ones to get, in my opinion anyway, are the Phantom Wedge, like semi-truck run that you get, or the Insurgent where you just have to take it from here and drop it off at one location. Those are probably the easiest sell missions for the bunker. Alright, so as you can see, we got 140,000 in value, which is actually equal to 210,000 if we sell it actually down into Los Santos. And what's cool about that is, you know, you pay 75,000 in supplies, and then we are able to sell it for 210,000. So we make 135,000 profit for really not doing any work. I mean, we simply click buy supplies, come back 2 hours later, and bam, there's 135k for a 10 to 15 minute mission, you know. So we're going to go ahead and sell the stock to Los Santos for a good, you know, 210k there. So let's do it, and hopefully we can get an awesome sale vehicle.
We need distance between us and the buyers this time. You're making dead drops around the state. Pick up a dune buggy and let's get it moving. Time is tight.
Alright, so this is actually one of the ones I really hate doing, to be completely honest. But, I mean, it's not horrible. It's just one of those things where, I don't know. It's not my favorite one. I hate when you get attacked by the enemy helicopters, because in the little dune buggy, you're pretty wide open. So, you can take a pretty good amount of damage. But overall, I mean, driving the dune buggy is pretty fun. I mean, it's a pretty cool little vehicle. Can you imagine having one of these things in real life? That'd be awesome. Well, watch out there, dude. The other cool thing about this vehicle, though, is if you have someone that you're playing with, they can use that minigun in the passenger seat, and that's actually really fun to use if you're gunning it. And if I recall, it does some pretty good damage against NPC vehicles, so you can blow those up pretty easy. As far as off-road, I mean, this thing's okay. Not really my first choice, personally, but I don't know. It's, like I said, overall, it's not a bad vehicle. I mean, it still goes pretty quick, so for a sale mission, I guess I really can't complain, because we're able to get, you know, to the city pretty quickly. But you definitely have to be kind of careful doing these, making sure that you're not just jumping over hills without paying attention, because I've actually got this thing stuck before. I've got it stuck up in a tree where I couldn't even get it down, so I literally lost the entire sale mission. I think I only dropped like one of the 5 packages, so I made like 40k instead of the 210. So, you know, I definitely pay a little bit more attention now, and I kind of just chill and take it easy on my delivery just to make sure that I actually get it completed. So I think we're almost going to be to the first drop here. It looks like these ones, check the map here. Yeah, they're kind of all down in the south part of the city here. I actually haven't had this one in quite a while. I've been getting the monster truck ones a lot, where you kind of have to go up on top of the ridges and hills and drop them up there, and you get chased by a couple helicopters. So we'll see if we get chased by helicopters in this one or vehicles. In fact, you know, I recommend getting some body armor when you do these type of missions, just to give you a little bit of extra protection. I mean, it may only absorb an extra few shots, but at least you have the option to keep putting it on and kind of maybe help keep you alive just to finish the sale. And of course, you know, you can get out and blow the helicopters up and things like that, but, you know, I don't know. I prefer to try to just keep going, absorb the shots. Alright, here's our first drop, right here in the canals, huh? So let me mark our next drop really quick, just so I know how to get there. I guess we'll go to this one next. Alright, yep. We will be getting attacked, but it looks like it's just going to be enemy vehicles, like cars or SUVs or something, so that's not too bad. If I can figure out how to get out of this thing. Probably could have taken that ramp, but like I said before, I don't know where that goes, and I really don't want to get the vehicle stuck somewhere. Get out my AP pistol. I feel like the AP pistol does a lot more damage than the micro SMG, and I feel like it's a little bit easier to control too, so I prefer to use that. You know, one thing I did forget though about using this little dune buggy is I think it actually comes with mines. It does. Okay, so in a mission like this, where the only thing we're going to be getting chased by is like a vehicle like these guys, it's nice to drop a couple of mines, because chances are they're going to hit one of those and blow up. So if you have one like this, it's probably not too bad of a mission. I hate taking the dune buggy when you have to go out on the hills, though. Alright, where the heck is this one? Oh, it's all the way down here on the beach. Whoa, that's a drop. So I'll make that drop, and I guess we'll head over to this one by the airport. Oh, jeez. Look at these guys. Okay. See, as you can see, that we're almost dead already. So we gotta be careful. Before we even go up that hill, I'm gonna just put another body armor on, just to be safe, because these guys, I gotta tell you, do not underestimate them. Yeah, you want some? Alright. Yeah, I just didn't want to come up this hill and then get just destroyed by those two SUVs, because I saw them coming. Oh, jeez. Well, we got one of them. I think it was the passenger, though. But as you can see, those mines, they make a big difference in slowing down the enemies coming after you. So maybe this mission is actually not going to be too bad. Alright, so I think this one's over by one of the vehicle warehouses, actually. I think right where it's at, it looked almost like in the parking lot of where one of those warehouses is located, but I could be mistaken. You know, something else I've found that you kind of have to watch out for sometimes is the enemy vehicles will sort of just spawn out of nowhere, and they'll be like right in front of you, and they'll just smash into you, and sometimes you can actually get pinned against like a barrier or something, and they'll just destroy you in just a few seconds. So you got to be kind of paying attention not only to the mini-map, but I always like to look ahead of me and just see if I see any cars coming in the wrong lane of traffic, and if that's the case, I just know I gotta pay attention to watch out for them. Because for whatever reason, they do a good job of just slamming you into something. Oh, alright, so let's see. Should be somewhere right around here. So then after this, we'll have one more drop that we can see, and after we drop that, we'll be notified where our last drop is. So we have one last drop right up there, which that looks like one of the spots you go to for Headhunter. I think I'm right about that. Let's see. Looks like no new enemies spawned yet, so I'm not sure if there's multiple waves of enemies, like they just keep going, or if there's just like one or two waves. I feel like in the gun running missions there's just a couple of waves, and if you take them out, no more will spawn, but don't quote me on that. Alright, wait, where is this dude? Let's see, right over here. Okay, yeah, this is kind of by that Headhunter spot. So we'll drop this, and we'll get notified of our last location. It looks like it's actually pretty close, only like a mile away. And I think we just have to drop the actual vehicle off there. I don't think we actually have to fight anybody or anything like that, so that's going to be good. Let's see. Can we take a shortcut? Doesn't look like it. Dang it. As I crash. Well, so far this one actually wasn't too bad. We really didn't have that many enemies. The only time we even had a chance of almost dying was the one on the beach. But other than that, I mean, pretty simple mission. Pretty straightforward. Alright. It should be our payout, guys. Oh yeah, and that's the thing too, on all I freaking seriously hate these stupid fences. Go ahead and get us a helicopter to get the heck out of here. And that'll be a little bit of money right off the bat on our money grind. And there you go, just like that. It's 210,000, and it's 135,000 profit from purchasing the supplies. So it's not bad to make 135k for about what, 10 minutes of work there. So I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to head up to my cash factory, or my cash business, and we'll go ahead and sell that, and hopefully we'll get a good sell mission. So I'm going to go ahead and fly up there, and I'll get back with you. I'll see what he says.
All deliveries received. Now let's just hope they know how to use them, right?
Agent 14, it's funny. But yeah, I'm going to go up here to my MC business, and I'll be back with you guys when I get there. Welcome to my counterfeit cash operation. So currently got max product in here. As you can see, got some nice little crates of bills here. I think they're like 20s, let's see. Yep, look at that cash. Heck yeah. But gotta get my workers back to making me some more, so I need to offload this. And just so you guys know, this is 158,000 of supplies that I purchased to put into this. But we'll be able to sell it for a lot more than what you see there. So first off, I'm going to go ahead and get a resupply mission going. And we're going to go ahead and sell it now for $294,000. And let's hope to God we don't get those post-op trucks. Here we go.
We on? Okay. It's a boat drop. Products loaded and waiting. They'll pay more for it if you get it to them quick, so get on over to the dock.
Alright, so we got boats, so that's not bad at all. And the nice thing with the boats, what am I doing? The nice thing with the boats is the fact that you don't have to worry about, or not worry about, sorry, I think you get a chance to get a bonus is what it is. But you also don't have to worry about really running out of time usually with the boats, because I feel like they're pretty chill, pretty easy. And I think it's a total of like a $9,000 bonus that you can earn. So we have potential to make almost $300,000 on this, so that's not bad at all. But for those of you who might be wondering about, maybe trying to sell your MC businesses solo with max supplies, the one thing to know is, for as far as I know, from everything that I've done, and I've done a decent amount of them, is for the meth business, the cocaine business, and the counterfeit cash. The maximum amount of vehicles that you can technically have is 4, but here's the thing. You only get 4 vehicles if it's the motorcycles, and you can easily deliver those 4 motorcycles in a 30-minute time limit. In fact, I think it only takes like maybe 15 to 20 minutes. So that's easy. Other than that, it's 3 vehicles. So 3 boats, 3 helicopters, the 3 Dodo seaplanes. You get the Trash Master trucks or the post-op trucks. Now, the only ones that you cannot actually complete the sale, at least I've never seen anyone solo 3 trucks, is the post-op trucks. They take too long, and they just suck. So if you get the post-op trucks, you simply need to go to start, find new session, and you'll lose a little bit of your product. It's not a whole lot though, so it's not a big deal. And then when you come back in, you can try again, and hopefully you don't get the post-op trucks again. But that's going to allow you to... What the heck? Oh, I must have had a couple of mines still there or something. But that's going to allow you to sell less frequently, but in bigger batches, which really saves you a lot of time. Because, let's say some of these missions take you 15 or 20 minutes to sail. Where the heck is this boat? Well, if you're only doing it when you have max supplies, to me it's a lot more efficient. Alright, let's get to this boat. Get in there. Alright, so you'll see that we have a chance to get a delivery bonus here of $3,000, and that's $3,000 per boat. So if we're able to, I don't know, what is it, 30 seconds? So every time you hit one of these checkpoints, you get a little bit more checkpoint time, and it's usually pretty easy to make all of them unless you have, like, I don't know, huge waves or something. But you can get a total of a $9,000 cash bonus on the boats only. So that is one other benefit, I think, of getting the boats. So they're pretty chill to do. I think my favorite delivery, though, for the MC, I don't know, it might be the boats, I guess. That or the motorcycles. Well, I take that back. Those are the usual, like, deliveries vehicles you get, the planes, helicopters, boats, things like that. However, there are these special delivery vehicles you get once in a while. And my favorite one is it's this, like, rat truck, that hot rod, old school truck. Because all it has in the back of it is a single crate, and you simply have to drive that truck, one vehicle, even for max supplies, and you drive it to a drop-off point. It is the easiest delivery. So that's definitely my preferred one. You can also get, I'm trying to think I don't know if it's either a van or it is the hot rod truck. It looks something like that, except for what happens is you get this guy in there who injects you with some sort of drug, and so it's almost like you're high on weed the whole time, so you can't drive very good. Every time you steer, it's like delayed, so you constantly crash. That one's kind of fun, I guess, but it's also really difficult, so it's not really my favorite. And then I think you can also get a, oh, what is it? It's like a box truck. And it's a single delivery vehicle too. So that one's definitely one of my favorites. Just because it's so easy. And it looks like we're just about to be coming up here on our next delivery. Get us some more cash. And it looks like we're actually going to get that $3,000 bonus, so that's awesome. And I think on this wall, I'm hoping there's a ladder to get up or something. Can I drive up this thing? I have no idea. Let's see. The only downside about the boats is, you have to get back to the other ones, and sometimes it drops you off in spots that aren't exactly the easiest to get out of. But I'm hoping that this one will let me spawn my oppressor Mark II here. Ah, of course. No, I don't want that. Sometimes you just gotta blow a hole in a fence, One vehicle I do recommend having, though, if you guys don't, is either the Deluxo or the Oppressor Mark II, just because it makes getting around much easier. And especially if you're in the MC, though, I would really recommend getting the Mark II. Because unlike the Mark I, even though this thing only gets a boost when you stop, the thing about it is you basically fly, right? So you get to spawn a quick, easy flying vehicle that you can get around, just like how you're able to spawn the buzzard in the CEO menu. And it just makes doing missions like this so much more efficient. So if you don't have one, I highly recommend investing the money and getting yourself one, because it helps out for money grinding a ton. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and deliver these last two boats, and I'll probably just speed that part up for you guys. And we'll, oops, let's see. Here we go. And then we'll finish that sale and see how much cash we get. Alright, you guys, so we're coming up on the last drop now. Looks like we should easily get this last $3,000 bonus. So we didn't quite get all 9,000, but I think we got about like 8,700. So that's not bad at all. So we should finish this up, and I think that my cocaine business should be fully maxed out on supplies. So I'm going to go ahead and head up there, and we'll see what we can sell that one for. Look at that, 311k, sold that in just over about 15 minutes time, so that's not bad at all. Especially when you consider the fact that, we did 100% solo. There's no problem doing it. Yeah, see if I can get up here. Climb up these giant freaking, look like giant stairs. Makes me think I'm like, what is that old story, that old kid story, was it like Jack and the Beanstalk? Reminds me of stairs in his castle or something. Alright. So I'll go out here and see if we can get us another vehicle. The one downside to the Oppressor Mark II right now, and it's not really a big deal. I'm actually kind of glad they put it in. But they really made it so that I think it's like a 4-minute cooldown, 3 or 4 minute cooldown between spawning it each time, because of the fact that a lot of people were, I don't know, they were kind of griefing a lot with it, so they would get killed and then they would just spawn it right back in and start killing people again. So people were kind of getting sick and tired of it, so they kind of put a stop to that. So I went ahead and got out of my MC because I don't want to get raided somehow. So I highly recommend that if you're not currently selling an MC or doing some sort of mission for it, I recommend getting out of it, because it sucks when either the police raid it or an enemy gang comes over there like the MC and they start jacking all your supplies. That really sucks, especially because you only have one life. If you get killed, they get away with whatever your product was, or the cops shut down your place and you have to restart it. So it kind of sucks when that happens, so I just prefer to only go into my MC usually when I'm indoors. So once I get up here to the cocaine facility, basically I'm just going to walk in, and then when I start the cell on the computer, I'll instantly log into my MC, but I won't have to worry about getting raided because I'm on a mission. So, that's just a little tip for you. And then, of course, I got into my CEO menu here. Let me spawn my buzzard, which is a pretty efficient way to get back out to Sandy Shores area, because Sandy Shores is where I have all of my MC businesses. So let's see. And that last one, though, I think I made about 160,000 in that 15 minutes time. And again, I know a lot of people there's always this debate about buying supplies or stealing the supplies for your MC businesses, but to me it just makes sense to purchase the supplies, because if you think about it, yeah, I spent 150,000, but then that didn't take me any time to do that. I just click a button at my master command terminal place, and then the thing is, I come back a little while later when it's full, I do 15 minutes, and boom, in 15 minutes there's $150,000. And then in the meantime, instead of wasting my time doing all those little stealing missions to get supplies, I can do VIP work, I can do crate missions, I can do import-export business. I mean, there's all kinds of other things like that you can do that generate you a ton of cash while these are generating you cash. So that's just the way that I think it should be done. I feel like it's much more efficient. I think you can make a lot more money, because you gotta remember, the time really is money. If you're wasting a bunch of your time doing all these resupply missions, you could have been making actual cash in that amount of time, way more than that 75,000. So anyway, I'm just here at my just got here to my cocaine business, so we'll go ahead and retire from our CEO, and I'll head on inside and we'll see how much this product here will sell for. Alright, so here's my cocaine business here. So we can go ahead and check out all the product. I guess I only have 2 pallets. So 2 pallets back here is what makes full supplies. And since my guys aren't working, you might not be able to see what they do right now, but it's pretty cool because there's all these little action figures, and what they're doing is they're putting the drugs inside the action figures. So it's really funny to come in here and watch them work sometimes, just because I don't know, it just makes me laugh. But anyway, we got full product. So let's see what we can do here. We go ahead and do a resupply really quick for 60,000. Sorry about that. Random noise in the background. So $60,000 to resupply, and we're going to be able to sell it for 420,000. So let's do this and hope to God we do not get the post trucks. Here we go.
We gonna make this sale? Okay. We got the coke in your saddlebags. Just ride over and make the drop.
Alright, so we lucked out again. So this is one of the times that I was saying you can get 4 different delivery vehicles, and it's only going to be for these motorcycles. And as you can see, I mean, we can cruise on these, so having 4 vehicles isn't really too big a deal, especially with a 30-minute time limit. So I actually don't mind this mission at all. It's usually pretty simple. You just simply drive to the location and drive the motorcycle in the back of a truck, basically. So it's pretty easy. Let me see. Gotta get a... Where's my AP pistol? There we go. I always like to get this ready just in case we encounter a police sting or something like that, because there is one mission with the motorcycles where you can actually encounter the cops. You'll drive up to like the delivery marker and you'll think that you're done, except as soon as you actually get there, all of a sudden the whole place is surrounded by cops and they start shooting at you. And most of the time, unless you know that that's what it is, they'll kill you, because they just do so much damage and you're completely exposed on a motorcycle. So yeah, that's something to think about. But this one here, based on where the mileage, I think this is just a regular drop-off, so it should be pretty straightforward, to be honest. Oops. I'll tell you what, though, I definitely love just being able to do these missions solo, chill, no stress really, just go deliver them and get paid. That's why I highly recommend you guys, take the time and just get a solo public lobby if you can, just so that you don't have to worry about getting griefed by other players all the time. Um, there's a lot of people who I think are just out there goofing around, and that's what they enjoy doing on GTA, which is fine. But for a lot of us who just like to actually make cash and buy cool stuff, it's really frustrating when you're trying to do a big sell like this, and they come and blow your crap up, all your supplies up. So I would say that, if you're someone who is trying to sell a full MC business by yourself, you definitely need to make sure that you have that solo public lobby, because if you don't, I mean, depending on the lobby that you're in, you're probably going to get your product destroyed, because like right now, those other 3 motorcycles, they're on the map. Okay, wait a sec. Does this look like a cop sting? I don't know. Hopefully. I think it is. Shoot. It is. I knew it. Oh, we're gonna die. I knew it. I freaking knew it. I don't know what I was thinking. Guess I wasn't paying attention. Okay, so here's the thing about that. I knew instantly that it was, because there wasn't a vehicle there. I don't know. Don't ask. Don't ask why I let that go for so long. And now we got it. Gosh, I don't want that stupid gun. The shotgun always reaches that range. What the heck? Hopefully we can just get on this freaking bike and get out of here. Get us a body armor on. That'll help us out. So, I can't remember doing a full sell. It's been a little while since I've done a full biker sell with a cop sting, but I'm pretty sure that once it gets triggered, it only happens the first time. So, you can usually just get away, call Lester, and then I think the rest of them you'll know where the actual drop-off point is.
What's going on? Okay, my friend. I'll take care of the LSPD. Leave it to me.
Alright. Shouldn't be too bad. But anyway, back to what I was saying is, yeah, definitely get a solo public lobby if you're trying to sell, full MC businesses by yourself. And if you're not, the one thing I can tell you is, if you buy $75,000 of supplies, most of the time, even for the bigger businesses like the meth, the coke, and the cash, it's still going to be at least 2 vehicles. So, if you do buy that, I guess you'd only have to let it go for like half the time, or, do a small, I don't know, I guess you could do, what the heck? Apparently, my oppressor's destroyed.
MMI.
That's, no good. No good.
I'll do my best.
Good thing we can call our insurance really quick and get it back. See, and again, you can kind of see the use of having the suppressor, because it's just so easy. Spawn it right there, get on it, and just like that, we're on our way back. So we'll cruise up here. But yeah, so just keep that in mind though, if you guys are trying to do solo sales, and you don't have a solo lobby. I mean, you can easily do it if you get one of those special ones like I was telling you about. The rat truck or the box truck, where it's like everything in one delivery vehicle. But if you have multiple vehicles that are just sitting there the whole time, depending on the lobby you're in, you're probably going to have someone that goes up there and destroys them. Because the thing is, even if there's not griefers in the lobby who just want to destroy your stuff, sometimes you'll actually still get new players that are coming into this game, and they'll just see that pop up on the radar and say, hey, go destroy this, and they don't really know any better, right? So they're going to go out there and think that they need to destroy it for whatever reason. They may not even know about the MC business or about the businesses in GTA Online. So that's actually happened to me before. And I know that too, because I actually talked to the person in the game. I was like, what the heck did you do that for? And, and through the conversation found out, it was like his first week or so playing the game. So, That's why I just think getting the solo lobby is the way to go. And of course, if you got multiple friends, that's the best. If you get... Oh, what the heck? I thought that... There's these little collectible things I've noticed lately that you can try to destroy. And I think there's like 50 of them. And I don't know what you get if you destroy them all. But I'm definitely on the lookout for them. See if we can get this bike sold now. I think... We'll see if I'm right, but I'm pretty sure that this bike now, it's going to go straight to the delivery spot, so I don't have to worry about the police sting every single time. So even if you're doing this with, like, you know, a couple of friends, I think whichever one of you gets to the sting first and activates it, then you'll all get the cops, I believe. And then once they get called off, you'll just go to the delivery point. So, and again, we should be able to make this in the time limit. I mean, sometimes it gets a little close, I guess, but we should be able to make it, I think. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and speed up this part of delivering the next couple, or the next, what do we got, 2 vehicles left after this? So speed up getting these delivered, and I'll be back with you guys as soon as we're coming up to the last delivery spot with the final motorcycle. So we are actually just about finished with the cell mission, and so far we're about 20 minutes in, and this is with 4 vehicles, as you can see, and we're gonna have no problem finishing the cell. So like I said, the motorcycles, you know, even though you get 4 of them, you know, they're really fast to do. They're, you know, it's pretty chill, so don't stress about it if you get these motorcycles yourself, because they're extremely easy to make the deliveries on. And I know I sped up the last few video parts, runs, the last 2 motorcycles, but we just have to take it straight to the delivery point. So, you know, once you do, if you get the cops, it's just that first delivery part, the first vehicle, and then after that, all of them, you'll know exactly where to go. There is something I've done before, maybe I'll do it in one of the next videos, but if you have a Titan plane, you can actually open the back of it up. And so if you can land it out, you know, in Sandy Shores or somewhere by where your vehicles are at and you have the motorcycles, you can actually load all 4 up into the back and fly it somewhere close to the city. Now, you'll hear them kind of taking damage, but I never really had any of them blow up or anything like that. And what I actually did was I would fly over the city and get to a spot where it's like pretty open the hatch, and then just like fly straight up in the air, you know, vertical, and the motorcycles would just fall out and they'd all land and hit the ground, and then you can jump out of the Titan. But now all of them are in the city right here, and you just get on one, deliver it, run back, get the other one, and instead of having to go all the way back out to Sandy Shores every time, you know, you can cut off probably 10 minutes of your delivery, possibly by doing that, assuming you've already kind of got the plane right by you and everything. So that's something else you can do. But here we go, and just like that, 420,000. All right. Yeah. The guy still got his mask on from freaking when we did the boat delivery. All right. Making us some good cash here. And again, I'm going to make sure I get out of my MC as soon as I can. Just because, again, I do not want to get raided. That would suck. It's like try to get to our meth lab to do our last sale for the MC, and we get jacked up. Alright, let's see. Let's get a different helicopter. I'm gonna call in the, what is it, the Volatus? I think that's how you say it. This helicopter, I believe it's one of the fastest ones in the game, and I just think it looks really cool. I mean, the way the blades look, I mean, it's just really unique. It's a fun little helicopter to fly. You know, the one downside I would say to this helicopter, though, is you've got to be very careful when you're coming in for a landing, because if you do not come perfectly straight down, this thing has a tendency, I don't know, it just wants to tip over all the time. So sometimes you'll come in for a landing and it starts tilting to one direction, so you kind of got to take off again, then try to land more gently, you know. So that's its only downside. Other than that, it's, you know, it's a pretty efficient way to get around. Plus, it looks pretty good. It looks nice and sleek. So the inside looks like. The inside of this thing looks crazy. I mean, it looks like a stealth chopper, you know? But it's fun. It's fun to fly. I mean, definitely one of those things where you definitely have to spend some cash to get. Besides just flying around, it doesn't really do anything else for you. So I guess the positive thing about it is it's another thing you can spawn from your CEO menu, though. So that's a plus. We'll see if I can land it over here. So this is actually where my meth business is, out here in Sandy Shores. So we'll stop in here and we'll see what we got. See if I can land this. Ooh, I did. Check that out. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and head in here, and we'll see how much product we got. Of course, I guess I got to get out of my CEO first. Alright. Okay, so we got full supplies here in our meth lab, aka our Walter White Breaking Bad lab. So obviously our guys have stopped working because we are full on supplies. As you can see here, we have full containers ready to go. So I think it's time we go ahead and make us some more cash. I always like to start with a nice resupply, just so it gets it going. So we got that done, and now we can sell it for $357,000. Let's do this, and let's seriously, can we do 3 for 3 of no post-op trucks, you guys? Let's do it.
Okay, we're...
Okay, so unfortunately, we couldn't make it 3 for 3. So what I'm going to do is we're going to get a new session, and as soon as I get a new session, I will be right back with you, and we will sell this stuff again. Now, something that's helpful to do, since you're going to find a new session, I always go down here to spawn location and put it to last location. That way you'll spawn right back here. So I'm going to go ahead and get a new session, and I will be right back with you guys. Alright, welcome back everyone. So got a new session, and as you can see, I did spawn right where I wanted to. And you can see we lost a little bit of supplies, you know, about half of 1 bar, but you know, it's, trust me, you wouldn't make that sale anyway, so you would have lost a lot more than that. So we're gonna go ahead and sell now for $321, and hopefully we don't get the post-op trucks.
You're bikers, right? Because the buyer wants the product biked into the back of a truck. It's good to go when you are.
Alright, you guys, and as you can see, just like that, you know, we kind of lucked out. So it's worth it to get a new lobby and lose a little bit of product, but know that you can go ahead and make the delivery, because honestly, even if you could make the delivery, the post-op trucks are no fun in my opinion. They suck. They truly suck. I mean, they are the slowest vehicle in the game, it seems like, and you have to get out of the truck at every single drop-off point, deliver a package, and then get back in the truck. So it's just not a very good mission. I absolutely hate that one. So I highly recommend that if you get that, you just find a new session. And again, if you lose a little bit of product, you know, it's fine, because especially if you're selling a full MC business, I mean, you're still making really decent money in a matter of 10 or 15 minutes, you know. So got motorcycles again, so we kind of lucked out, because like I said, the motorcycles, there's 4 of them, but man, they are easy to do. Now I noticed something with this specific delivery. It only said like 1.6 miles that I had to go, so I'm going to assume that this is another police sting, just because it seems like it's just way too close to be a delivery, but I could be wrong, so we'll find out here shortly. Oh jeez. Nope, this is the trucks, you guys. Alright. So this is the preferred one. It's so simple. Look at this. You just take a delivery. Oh, knocked by itself out, I guess, huh? And drop it off in a truck, and just like that. Look at that. One sold in just over 2 minutes. So that's easy. Go ahead and get us our trusty oppressor. And we'll be heading back and get another vehicle. So hopefully they're all really close like that. I'm sure some of them are going to be a little farther, but that was a much easier delivery than one of those post-op trucks would have been, man. And I can't remember, but I think we only lost maybe like 20K, because wasn't the other one like 340,000? So maybe you lose, 20,000, 30,000, but, you're still probably making it, 100, 120,000, something like that. We'll see what our actual earnings are. I made sure I wrote down exactly how much I put into every business, so we'll know what our true profit is here. Once we finish the sale for the day, we'll put all that together. We'll still see how good we did. Jeez. Let's get going here. One thing I wish you could do with the MC business is upgrade your delivery vehicles. You know how you could do that in, like, what is it, the crates? You can do it. And so really a lot of the other businesses, you have the option to kind of upgrade some of your delivery vehicles. Because if you could upgrade those post-op trucks to make them like twice as fast or something like that, I mean, then at least they'd be usable. Or it'd be cool if you could upgrade like your motorcycles to those street bikes. Make them, just cruise. Because what's that? I can't think of the name of that. One drag bike, but it looks really cool. Man, I can't think of the name. But anyway, it's like a longer bike, has a giant back tire on it. It'd be cool to deliver with something like that, It would make it awesome. Or it would just be cool if you could deliver it by yourself, like in whatever vehicle you wanted, which there actually is one delivery that does that. However, you have to have multiple people in your MC at the time of the sale. So I'm assuming you have to have at least 2 people, and then depending on how much product you're selling, maybe up to 4 people. But if you guys ever got it, or oh geez, of course. People just not watching for motorcycles, huh? Anyway, and in that one, you just get like a briefcase or like a duffel bag, and you can get in any vehicle you want. So you can get in a helicopter, presser, your motorcycle, plane, whatever you want, and you can go and do the deliveries in your own vehicle. So that one's a ton of fun to do, but it's very rare to get, or at least I say it's very rare. But that's because 90% of the time I sell by myself. But I've only got that a handful of times. But it's a pretty fun one. But I just wish that there was even, some, I don't know, a few more options to upgrade things for the MCs. Even if it wasn't even if it was expensive, like 5 million, right? I mean, and I understand not everyone would do it, and that's quite expensive, but at least you'd have the option if you wanted to, Let's see. It looks like we got to go up here and loop around, huh? The heck? Wait. Where the heck is this spot? Oh, okay. So we're going to go... Okay. I know where this one is. It's down underneath here. Underneath the overpass. For a second, I was like, is this GPS jacked up or something? Wait, did I just drive right by it? Yes, I did. Freaking crazy homeless guy under there. So as you can see, we've already delivered 2 motorcycles in less than 7 minutes, so... Of course. 43 seconds. I'm just gonna wait for it, I guess. Like I said, that is the downside of the Oppressor Mark II right now for the missions, because they slowed down its respawn time. It's the only one that does that too. Like if it was any other motorcycle, you could call it in. I used to have the other Oppressor as like a backup, but I just found myself not really ever using it. So I got rid of it, but this would be a case where I possibly would have called that one in. Come on, 5 more seconds. Let's go, let's go. Alright. And I guess if I was thinking about it, I could have just called my mechanic probably and had him bring it in anyway, so that was probably stupid of me to wait for 30 seconds. Oh well. So, here's my question to any of you guys who are still watching, but what is your preferred delivery type for the MC businesses? You know, of course, excluding all the unique ones that only come up once in a while. So, you know, you got to choose out of the choppers, the planes, the motorcycles, the trash trucks, the boats, and what is it? The post-op truck, which I highly doubt any of you are going to choose that. If I had to choose my favorite one out of those, it would probably be the motorcycles because, I don't know, I feel like they're the fastest. And they're just easy to maneuver around and use. So I like them the best. Alright, we're coming up here on our 3rd motorcycle, so let's see if it's very far away. Hopefully this is just another quick one. Jeez, can we slow down? Okay. Get on this bike. I should have tried calling in that Titan like I was telling you guys about before. Just putting all these in that thing. Because really the only extra time it takes is if you don't already have the Titan landed there, which you probably wouldn't really do because you wouldn't necessarily know if you were going to get motorcycles. But if you knew you were going to get motorcycles and you landed it there, then it'd be easy. Just load them up. But otherwise you'd have to take the time to call it in, go get it, then fly it back over there. And that's going to take some time too, so. Jeez. Okay. Honestly, I thought I was just going to easily break that fence down and still be good. Oh, man. You know, I honestly wasn't paying attention to the mileage, so I thought that the delivery spot was going to be right here, but it wasn't. Looks like it's still 2 miles away somewhere, so I don't know where this one's going. Huh. Looks like we gotta cross the highway. I want to see if I can take a little bit of a shortcut. Oh, jeez. Oh, the freaking NPCs in this game. Alright, I wonder if this could be over by that gas station that's way out over here on the east side of the map. I bet you anything it is. See if we can do a wheelie and speed ourselves up. That's one thing I do recommend. I mean, I don't always do it, I guess, because sometimes I'm just kind of chilling, taking it easy, you know. But if you hold back and you can do like a wheelie, and if you do that, you definitely speed up a lot more. What was I doing? Which sometimes helps get these vehicles delivered a lot quicker. You just got to pay attention because, of course, you lose a lot of your steering. Alright, look at this. Basically 10 minutes, just a little over 10 minutes. We got 3 vehicles delivered. Go ahead and call my mechanic. Get our last vehicle over here.
You calling for some wheels? I'm Johnny on the spot. I'll hook you up.
Yeah, see, I should have just called him last time. So that's an option for those of you who are using the oppressor. Just call your mechanic and have him bring the thing in if your quick action menu doesn't work for the MC. And he still spawns it like right next to you, so I should have done that. I just didn't think about it. Alright, get this last vehicle delivered and be cashing in on some more money. So I'm currently working on getting close to 20 million. I'm at basically about 18 million right now. So hopefully within the next few grinding sessions here, we'll pull on the rest of the money we need. I just bought a couple of supercars today just because I really haven't bought anything in quite a while, so I wanted to purchase something cool. And, you know, I don't really get a supercar that often just because, I don't know, they're not necessarily helping you make money. I mean, I guess I mainly buy them because it's something fun to have just to cruise around in once in a while, and I kind of like collecting the vehicles, so like, my goal is to get all the collections of the supercars. So for instance, the Pegassi cars, let's say there's 10 of them. You know, I would like to get all 10 and then put them all in one garage, so I kind of have all those. Or what is it, the Overflood ones, like the Entity XF, the Tyrant, you know, stuff like that. But you know, like I said, the thing about it is, other than driving them around and kind of chilling, I mean, you can do missions with them and stuff for the most part, but there's always going to be probably better choices as far as like the Kuruma for having armor, or the different attack choppers, other attack vehicles. But sometimes it's just fun to switch it up a bit, you know? So I had to get myself a couple new ones, so that set me back a couple million, but already almost back up to 20 million. And really a big part of that is just being able to have these passive businesses run. I mean, as you can see, all this right here, all these deliveries we've been making, I didn't do anything. I just bought the supplies, then I come and sell them. So it's easy. And that's what I love about the MC business and the bunker and the nightclub. I mean, that gives you quite a few different businesses that are just passive. And I guess the other thing to tell you guys, so you may be wondering why I'm not selling weed or the document forgery. So I own both of those, but they just, in my mind, they don't make that much money. Compared to these other businesses and the time it takes to sell, I just don't think it's really worth it, especially the document forgery. That is garbage. I mean, it gives you like no money. It's stupid. So I don't even waste my time with those. And the other thing about it is, those two MC businesses, they will actually give you 4 like regular vehicles, like 4 boats, 4 trash trucks, things like that. So you're not going to sell those solo anyway, most likely. So I don't really like to mess with those at all. So I pretty much stick with the cash, the coke, and then the meth. And if I had to choose my favorite one, I would have to say that's probably the counterfeit cash, just because it only takes 2 resupplies, so 150, and then you've got, you know, a full set of product ready to go, and then followed probably by like cocaine. I like the meth one, but you know, it seems to me like it sells for a little bit less than what the cocaine does, and it's a little bit slower, but they're still all good. But other than that, I definitely don't like the other ones. Okay, did this take us on like a stupid route here? Alright, we're gonna have to get off the highway here and backtrack just a little bit. I think this one's up here in this construction site. What the heck? Look at this GPS. It wants me to go all the way up and around over there. Like, obviously it's confused. Here we go, guys. Boom. Look at that. 321, 300. Yeah, that deserves a dance right there. All right, another successful business sale done. Trying to see what that actually puts it at. It's over 18 now. 18.2 mil. Working our way up. So the last business I would probably sell would be the nightclub. And the nice thing about the nightclub is it's actually right here. Actually, I'm going to spawn a motorcycle really quick. I haven't driven like a regular motorcycle in forever. Oh, obviously it shows. Oh my goodness. So I'm gonna go ahead and get out of my MC because I don't have to be an MC to do the nightclub. I can be either that or this CEO, and I'm definitely gonna be CEO. So I'm going to get up here to my nightclub, and We'll see what kind of stock it's got. Alright, so we'll go ahead and head into the nightclub. Okay, so here is my nightclub. I got a couple of cars in here actually. These are my two new supercars. They're for the overflood ones. That's the Tyrant, and the other one's the XXR, I think. And we'll see what kind of supplies I got for my nightclub. Whoa, 469. I didn't expect to have that much. So I just sold recently, but this is the other awesome thing about having the nightclub. If you own the other businesses, the nightclub just sits here and generates cash in the background. So let's go ahead and get this sale done. Oh, it's probably going to make me start up as a CEO. Alright. And these missions are usually pretty easy too. So we'll go ahead and sell the goods. All of them. For 469,000. We'll probably have to pay Ron like a 50,000 split, but
Okay, so you want to sell this, right? Because boy, do I want it out of our basement. The buyer's people are going to guide you to the drop in a helicopter. Get out to their location and signal them with a flare, then follow the chopper to the drop.
alright. See, the other cool thing about the freaking nightclub though is you get to buy these vehicles and soup them up. So you're only going to get one delivery vehicle every time, even if it's the max that it sells for, which is like over $1 million. You still get one delivery vehicle. You got guns on them. Like this has a minigun. I think it has mines. You know, it's freaking cool. Okay, so we got to follow the chopper. Oh, I got to use a flare. What am I supposed to do? Like a flare gun? Wait, did I do this wrong? Oh yeah, follow the helicopter. Okay. Let's see where he's going to be going to. I'm going to guess he's going to probably go along this highway here. You know, one thing that'd be cool is to like write down all the different possible locations that this helicopter goes and then just drive straight to it, you know? Trying to see if I need to go left here. It looks like I do because he's... Well, maybe not. I'll just go ahead and stay on this road. But yeah, if you guys don't have a nightclub, here's the thing. It's, in my opinion, it's one of the best businesses in the game, but you don't really get full use out of it if you don't own the other businesses, because if you don't know how it works, you know, for those of you who may not, it will generate product for you. You don't have to put any money down. You don't have to do any delivery missions, nothing like that. It will just always generate product when you're online, no matter what you're doing. But you have to own all the different businesses depending on what type of product you're going to source. So, you know, if you bought the nightclub but didn't own any other business, it wouldn't be able to generate any type of product for you. So therefore, it's more like the business that you get after you own all the other ones. And it can generate a pretty good amount of money. Like, as I've just been playing, you know, filling up my CEO warehouse and, you know, doing biker missions, all that, this thing's just been making money. And I come back and look at this, $500,000 basically for doing nothing but playing the game. So highly recommend it. And it's also got the best deliveries too. Alright, where is this chopper going? I'm not really... I don't think I have to necessarily go on that dirt road, do I? Gosh dang it, I guess I do. Yeah, all the way. Alright, so he's over here following this dirt road, it looks like. Now I just gotta make sure I don't somehow drive off into the water. Wouldn't that suck? Alright, where is he going? Almost looks like he's definitely going up to the Sandy Shores area here for sure. Nice. And just like that, you guys, that's it. That's how easy the cells are. I mean, look at that, 422,000 for a 5-minute cell. I mean, honestly, you cannot beat that. And you know, you pay Ron a 10% stake or something like that, but that's about it. So, anyway, guys, I think that'll be the last cell mission. So I'll be back with you shortly, and we'll do a recap. So, let me head back to my CEO office. See you in a sec. Welcome to my CEO office. Pardon the mess of all my cash. Anyway, so just a quick recap. So we sold the bunker, our cash, coke, and meth businesses, and the MC and the nightclub. So just to give you a quick breakdown, the bunker, we brought in a total amount of revenue of $210,000. Spent $75,000 to produce that. So we came away with a profit of $135,000. For the cash business, we brought in $311K. We had a cost of $150,000. So our profit from the cash was $161,000. For the cocaine business, it was $420,000 in revenue with $160K for our cost of goods, which puts us at a $260,000 profit for the cocaine business. So that was a really good one. For the meth cell, it was $321K with a cost of $190,000. And so even though we lost a little bit because we had to find a new lobby, we still came away with a profit of $131K for, 10 or 15 minutes, right? And lastly, the nightclub cost nothing. So we came away with $422K from that, which means from that little hour and a half grind session, we made $1.1 million. And that's with purchasing all the goods. That's profit of $1.1 million, you guys. So, as you can see, it's definitely worth it. So, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll be back again with another grind session, hopefully sometime soon. So, anyway, thanks again for watching. See ya.